All right, folks, that's not pretty. This video is not for everyone. Should have probably put this warning in the front. I think I might do that in editing. If you're squeamish and if you don't want to know how to process a deer or even interested at all, don't watch this video. I don't need it. I don't need the hate comments. If you do like this, go ahead and hit the like button. Go ahead and make a comment. You know, tell us something about your story, but also go ahead and subscribe to the channel. But if you're not wanting to watch it, don't watch it. All right, folks. We got a fresh doe hanging from the tree here. It is October 24th. We're going to do a quick how-to Ozark Mountain Outdoor Venture style quartering up on this doe here. Not saying it's the right way, but it is the way to get her done. I'm going to ask Justin here to help on this, and maybe he can learn something, or maybe he can teach me something. So we're going to get right to it. Stay tuned with us.
Yeehaw! You got the GoPro running?
Not yet. Should I?
Yeah, I think so.
Go ahead and hit it. Tell me when you're rolling on the other camera too there.
And we're good on both.
Okay, so here is my worst part about this whole deal here is getting started. Once you get started, it's not too bad, but it seems like always getting her.
Now on a doe too, you can't really get much for neck meat.
No,
the necks are so little.
No.
Now if this is a big old buck, I would start higher. I'd come up to here.
Yeah,
and
right
you can get neck roasts out of that neck.
Oh, yeah. And a lot of people don't even mess with the neck because they think it's complicated.
Yeah. Well, I basically have two cuts of meat I keep. I don't do any grinding. I have what I call steaks or loins. A lot of times the back haunches, you'll get some good steak cuts out of that. And then you got the tenderloins that I slice up. The rest of my meat gets cut up into small pieces, gets the fat cut off, and I make jerky out of it.
Yeah.
So I do steaks and jerky. That's it.
See, I do quite a bit of grinding on mine, just because I like a good deer chili or even spaghetti or something like that. You know, I'll put deer meat in anything.
Guys, you're making me hungry now.
I know.
Okay, now one thing here,
I'll get to the
one thing
loins.
about here that I have to give props to is Matt has a really sharp set of knives here. Having a sharp set of knives.
Oh, yeah, these are mossy oak. I got them on Amazon. I think they were in the $50 range. There's a couple different sets. I like this set because you got the hatchet too. I like to use that. If you quarter one up out in the field, I like to hatchet the bones off of the legs. No point in carrying any of the extra weight. And you can also sharpen while you're out in the field.
This deer had a tick on her, just there. See? Now I got to be careful. Alan has been known to cut himself.
Yeah, remember the squirrels?
Remember the squirrels? I cut myself really good on an antelope at a rest stop in Wyoming. Put a Band-Aid on it and finished quartering it right there at the rest stop. Well, you got her good, Jay. You really did.
I prefer this fillet knife. This is the one that I like. I like this little short skinning knife.
I'm using the wrong knife.
I know, you're using the skinning knife. This is the one I like.
That's what it is. That's what it was. Thanks. Nah, but really, there's not a whole lot up there. We'll get her done. It's all about teamwork.
Making the dream work.
I could not have got my doe earlier this season without Matt. Matt, I was right there with him on his buck.
There's absolutely no way I could have got that buck out of the woods without Alan.
Nah. You guys was at that for a couple hours dragging him, it seemed like. Or at least that's how long you guys was out of service.
Well, it was just a process. It was a whole adventure on just finding that deer.
Now on these, really all you do, this one we killed a few hours ago.
Yeah.
When they're warm, like when you feel her, I mean, she's almost still warm. Look at this. A lot of times you can just pull that skin off.
I thought you just wanted me to hold that leg for the rest of the day.
Well, that'd be the most productive thing you've done today.
All right, yeah, she's kind of low to the ground, ain't she?
Yeah, a little bit. But
Now, for those that you don't know, you can't just roll that skin in on itself.
On these front shoulders, you're looking basically to unhinge it all. And you can move that shoulder and see everywhere that it moves. And you just move it, and if you can see play in it, cut there. There's that whole quarter shoulder right there.
whole quarter, yeah. That's.
Took that right off.
Yeah, be all right.
That's the hip.
I'll get in here on you, and we'll do this leg.
Hold her still, Al. After you do a few of these, you kind of get to where you know where to cut just by looking.
Oh yeah.
You can go search for it near as hard. Oh,
He's gonna have her pretty quarter.
You can tell there was some corn in her.
Try and pull her down a little bit. Okay. Oh, she's a good one.
now while he's doing that,
Yeah, let me come over here, and so that way you can talk out this here, because this is the most important part right here.
Back straps.
back straps are located on both sides of the spine right here. So I want to put my knife in, and I'm going to feel that spine. I'm cutting right down the edge of that bone.
Kind of bumping off the ribs a little bit too.
Yeah, you can hear that.
Uh-huh.
I love the back strap.
Oh yeah.
That's the funnest part of this whole deal.
I'm telling you, it's still warm.
It is warm.
No need to set her at room temperature here.
You hear that knife? That's running down them ribs. That's how you know you've gotten through all that meat.
Yeah. Definitely not a cut of meat you want to leave anything behind.
You do this about 3 or 4 more times.
So you can pull this fat right off. Get to that silver skin.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah.
See
That just
fat comes apart there.
folds right over and
lot of
get that
fat,
out of
There's
here.
a lot of fat.
Yeah. Bad thing is she wasn't the biggest one that we seen today.
No. But she'll eat good.
Oh yeah. Oh, she'll eat just fine. About how far down you looking to go there, Matt?
There's a bone. You'll get into a spot down here where you get into this rump. I'm about basically there.
Okay.
You start hitting that hip bone, you know you're done.
Yeah.
All the way to the hip bone there.
Yeah, it'll stop you. I know. Like that. That's a back strap.
Oh yeah.
That's what it's all about, baby.
Here, you want to chew on that piece of fat?
See if we can get this hind.
Dang. That's a good size strap.
Now I like to take mine and I lay them on a cutting board, and then I'll slice it like this, And then once you've got the piece sliced, you flip it over, and then you can trim that silver skin off.
Yeah.
And you'll have nothing but red meat there.
Oh, yeah.
And even
I figured you was taking it off to the grill.
well,
It's an art form, people. It's an art.
cat's got blood all over it. Look at the cat.
Chubbs, you was getting right down and dirty, wasn't you?
You're doing fine.
And on her, I don't know that I'd eat the ribs anyway, the way she got shot. Meat might be a little touch of tainted there.
I think it's very rare today for people to harvest the ribs. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
The hinds don't come off quite as easy as the front. But it's the same principle, except there's that, I've got a ball socket joint there that can be tricky to get it to come out. Yeah, there it is. Finally. Get it to come out. There it came.
Popped on.
Finally, I couldn't get it to,
Yeah,
couldn't get it started.
There you go. Now we're going.
That's the same thing on the
On the other side there.
opposite side.
Come here.
Around here for this camera. Okay, pull up my drawers.
I'll try and hold her as still as I can anyway.
Well, sometimes it's just hard to get that
Oh, yeah.
joint out.
Last two deer I cleaned, I didn't have any way to hang them up.
Oh,
So I had them laid on the tailgate of my truck, cleaning them on their sides. So
yeah. Well, I've heard people doing that.
That-
I've never done it.
that took me some time.
I've heard of people doing that.
And there was two of them I had to do, and yeah, it ended up in a sore back at the end of the night. Leaned over the tailgate for a few hours.
Come on, baby. There we go. Fine. Got it.
Having that other leg out of the way helped you out for sure.
Yeah. Oh, shit. That's not what I wanted to do.
Yeah. A little bit of roughage never hurt nobody.
Get her cleaned in the sink real good.
Alrighty, Matt, what do we got going on?
That is the tenderloin we just took out of that doe. I trimmed all the fat off, got all the silver skin off, so it's nothing but red meat. And then the seasoning is salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, steak seasoning, and then some Worcestershire and some A1 sauce.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be tasty.
We're gonna sear it on both sides here for just a few minutes, and then they should be good to go.